This is the first field note I'm taking from the Life Illuminator. And how funny is this, that the new recording on my phone is titled right now, New Recording 111. That is very telling. And this is the first field note that I'm doing. Wow. If you hear anything in the background, let me tell you, I am at the Tanger Outlets Mall in Savannah. And I was guided to walk around here, check some things out, but I've been coming across this fountain. It's called the Bird Girl. It was actually the cover of the book called Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. I forgot the author's name, but if you type in the book, it was made into a movie with John Cusack and Kevin Spacey. I give props to the writer, even though I forgot his name. I think it's John something. Anyway, I was led to this fountain. I've seen it quite a few times since I've moved out here, and I was guided to sit and reflect on it. I took a picture first, took a picture of the sign to learn more about the statue because it was very intriguing to me. And so, since I'm starting these field notes on my Life Illuminator account here on Instagram, I figured this would be a wonderful initiation of this so-called project that I am beginning here as a new venture into getting back into Instagram. So this is what these field notes do, in case you don't already know. These field notes are to bring about observation, illumination, and reflection into things that I see in everyday life, whether it's through nature, whether in this case walking around an outlet mall and being intrigued by certain things about it. It's allowing all of us, through me as an example, to sit down, take some time out, and understand why you are being drawn to something. So for my observation for this field note, I will call it the Bird Girl. I've always wondered about why the girl in the middle of this fountain has her head tilted and holding these two bowls with water flowing out of it. Now her head is tilting to the left, and usually, I think the left side. I am getting something here that is very significant. The left side is pertaining to one of the aspects of us within us. So the left side is the feminine side. Here we go. The left side is the feminine side. And so in my observation here, she's in the middle of water. And the fountain is in the shape of a cross. It's not the Christian cross. It is more of it's not Celtic. There's a name for the cross where it's equal on all sides. There's not one part of the cross that is elongated compared to the other parts of the cross. Some of you may need to look this up. So it is in a fountain shaped like a cross. It's like a plus sign, let's put it that way. Okay. And I'm reflecting on this and looking at her face. She does look a little creepy. This statue is very well known for its creepiness. It used to be part of the Bonaventure Cemetery in Savannah, Georgia. Some of you may be drawn to look it up, or some of you already know about this, or the movie where the cover of this book, maybe some of you already know about this fountain or the book itself that I mentioned earlier. She looks forlorn. There's no expression in her face other than, it's not quite sadness, but it could be. Boredom, disappointment. It seems like she's deciding between two options, and she's like, I don't know. This water is flowing out of my hands, and I don't know what to do with it. It's kind of like, it seems as though her body or her spirit is kind of stuck in this fountain, and she's not moving. There's like white spots on her. The sun has kind of like, distorted her color. And it's funny because there is no actual color because it is a statue, but it seems as though because her head is tilting to the left, this is contemplation about her feminine side. And the picture of this, the fountain is a female, right? Called the bird girl. But even though she's female, it does not mean that feminine energy is female, masculine energy is male. That is not the case. They are energies. There are different sides to us. The feminine side is more passive, more understanding, more compassionate. She or he magnetizes things. It's a side of us that really listens and trusts our intuition despite fear, despite judgment, despite uncertainty. The masculine side deals with action, being passionate about something, but like taking risks and having courage and confidence and not worrying so much about the material world, where the money's going to come from, how the job's going to go, what the project is going to end up like not really worrying about the outcome. It's also about authority. It's also about standing in one's power, one's God-given power. And so with this fountain, she's just sitting there. She's looking like she could very well be tilting away from her masculine side and saying, well, I'm a girl. I'm not a man. I can't tap into my masculine. I can't be bold. I can't be brave. I don't want to act on my intuition, right? Because it's like she's deciding between two options. I also get this as like the temperance card in tarot, where the temperance, there's like this magical elixir and you're balancing masculine and feminine energies. But according to the statue fountain, it's like, well, she's balancing these bowls of water flowing out. She's not really balancing herself within. And so as I'm observing how this statue is looking like and where she's situated, there's a lot of water here. Water is emotions, it's flow, it's intuition. I'm having water therapy. It's the reflection, right? When you look into the water and you're seeing your reflection usually, or water is cleansing. I'm having like taking a bath or something. Immersing yourself in the waters of I'm hearing, okay, here it is, the waters of good and evil, right? Like you can have like this like putrid stagnant water that is unhealthy. It's not cleansing. It's making things worse for you. Things aren't flowing. Things aren't moving. Not that this is necessarily evil, but hear me out. And there goes my throat chakra. That's the truth for some of you. I'm coughing out of freaking nowhere because for some of you, you're stuck in this energy where things aren't flowing. Your energy also isn't flowing. Your health isn't flowing. And so it looks as though she is like not tapping into that masculine side. And for some of you, staying in that stagnant water, things aren't flowing. It's sickly water. It's putrid. It's like some of you may need to drink more water. You're not getting enough nutrients, enough nourishment, enough water. And we're looking at her. I'm looking at her right now. It's like, yeah, I'm not really. It's so ironic. Wow. Thank you, Holy Spirit. She's standing in a flow of water. It's a beautiful fountain. She has water flowing through both of her hands. There is peace here, like in temperance. The flow, the magical elixir of life is when you balance masculine and feminine energies. But while she's surrounded by this beauty, she's surrounded by this water, okay? She is like, I'm still stuck. I can't move. And yes, we are looking at a statue, and in the reality, she cannot move. But we have to look past this and understand what this fountain is teaching us. There's beauty and refreshment and rejuvenation and renewal and cleansing and healing all around her, but she's not doing anything about it. As she looks so forlorn and so distraught, like there's no spark in her soul, there's no spark in her life, and she's stuck there when she knows she has all the authority in her masculine energy to be free from her situation. And this is what a lot of you guys are in right now. And her head tilted to the left, the feminine side. My intuition is telling me this. I should take better care of myself. Feminine energy, self-love, self-care, it is healing. Healing both masculine and feminine energy. the two aspects of you to bring into balance. But while she's standing there balanced and there's an equal flow of water coming from those two fountains from her hands, she is not balanced herself because she is not allowing herself to trust and listen to her intuition and go through with understanding what is the magical elixir for her, what is right for her. What is right for her? I need to take better care of myself. I need to focus on my healing. A lot of you are like, the masculine side has been so turned off, or it's led into a distorted or even toxic masculine energy where your feminine energy is not being paid attention to. And with her head tilted to the left, and I'm looking at it, technically, yeah, she is looking to the left based on the anatomy of a body here. She's like, well, my masculine energy, this is the real world. I can't do anything about it. I have to be stuck in this. I'll never find my flow because so-called humankind tells me to do this, tells me to do that. I can't tap into my creativity, feminine side. I can't tap into having a flowy life. I don't have time for my healing. I don't have money for my healing. I don't have this for my healing. I gotta pay my bills. This ties in a lot to a lot of my videos on my YouTube channel with the Healing Illuminator channel and the Life Illuminator channel and the Healing Illuminator channel, which I highly recommend that you spend the time to watch. And so this is I'm already tapping into the illumination part of this field note. This is to understand. This is to bring guidance and wisdom to all of you. When you take the time out, you just go with the flow. Again, I just went with the flow. God said, go get your free smoothie today, because I'm still having my birthday, gift stuff, whatever that I've been blessed with. Go get your tropical smoothie, cafe smoothie that you got for free. Go to this store, go to that store, go get this, go walk around here, go in this direction, go walk in that direction, go into the store, come back out and make a left and make a right. And then I run into this fountain. It's the flow of things. And my intuition is being led by God, is being led by my flow, my feminine energy, and saying, okay, God, lead the way. Okay, intuition, feminine energy, lead the way. And my masculine energy says, take action. I don't stand there or walk around like, I wanted to go there. Or like, well, why am I going in this direction? Why am I going in that way? Shouldn't I be going to the right or instead of the left? Shouldn't I be going straight instead of, in circles? This is why when we really go with the flow, it leads us to illumination. It leads us to enlightenment. It leads us to blessings. And I'm sitting here in front of this fountain. Let me tell you, when I got here, nobody was in this corridor where this fountain is surrounded by many stores. As soon as I sat down to prepare for my field note, so many people came up around me. People were looking at me. And there was this family, this little girl put her hands in the water. This family with the mother with an infant and her husband and her older daughter, like she was probably like 5 years old, sat at the edge of the fountain. And you know what God told me? You had drawn them here so that they can get a healing that they don't understand they're receiving in this very moment, just because they're sitting in the fountain. And the little girl took the intuitive hit. She just went for the gusto to put her hands into the fountain. It almost looked like she was going to go swim in it. And her parents just let her do it because they trusted she's not going to fall in. If she falls in, it's not really she's going to drown or anything, right? But she needed the cleansing. She wanted to touch the water. She was curious. And so we're reflecting right now. This is what I'm going to need you to reflect on. Maybe you've already come up with something that you need to reflect on. I've already touched up on those things. What is not flowing in your life? Where in your life are you forcing what might naturally unfold if you gave it space, if you gave it trust, if you gave it faith, if you just went with the flow and you tapped more into your feminine side? What is it that needs healing today? I need all of you today to consider one area where you can release control and trust the flow. The distorted masculine side of all of us is trying to control everything. We have control issues, and I know what I'm talking about because I have been there. I am teaching from experience. I would not have all the blessings and all the peace and all the freedom in my life if I tried to control every little thing, and that included my money, my previous businesses, my finances, my relationships. I'm in the greatest state of peace, freedom, and flow in my life at the age of 46. I just turned 46, and all my years of living. And that is worth great wealth right there. What area in your life can you release control and trust the flow? Start with one thing. Look at what you are gripping so tightly to. Go watch my latest video about the squirrel on my Life Illuminator channel on YouTube to gain additional guidance and wisdom so we can help you through this. Every single one of you has the opportunity, like I do right now, to just walk around, be led by your intuition, be led by the Holy Spirit, be led by God, be led by the divinity within you, to just ease into the flow of life so that you can be fully illuminated, so that you can be fully enlightened. You will find wealth in everyday life if you just pay attention and observe and listen. Because you all have the ability to do this for yourselves. I am just the catalyst. I am the guide. I am the mentor for you to teach you how to do this. And starting today, this is an excellent, excellent time for you to start beginning with these field note reflections, these invitations for you to reflect on your life, to see what increments, what steps you are being guided to take to start changing for the better, so that you can have a completely beautiful, flowy, like peaceful, illuminated life. This fountain is telling us life doesn't always require force. Our greatest growth comes when we stop pushing and begin trusting the flow already present within us. We are mainly made of water. Some of that water within you is stuck. It's stagnant. And in this fountain never turns off unless something shuts off or something goes wrong with it. This fountain is always on. It's always flowing. It's always in the state of beauty. Yet the girl there is telling us we need to immerse ourselves in this beauty, immerse ourselves in this healing, in this rejuvenation process, and to tell us that we are not stuck. Sometimes when we're forcing things in life, it causes us to hit a brick wall, and it causes us to be stagnant. That sounds ironic because with force, there's action in there. You're doing something about it, or you think you do, but you're trying to control an outcome. You're trying to control your life. You're trying to control people. You're trying to control how you operate and how the world operates and how your own life operates, when God has the better operation, the better plan, the better execution of how your life is supposed to be lived. And with that ties into surrender. With that ties into letting go of control, letting go of the outcomes, letting go of what you think is right for you. And with that, I give you peace. I look forward to seeing you for next week's Field Note. Field Note number 2. I'm so excited to see what I come across next week. I post these every Wednesday. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, this is your time to do it. If you're being called, if your intuition's like, yeah, I feel peace in this, I feel flow, this is really hitting the spot, you're gonna get some gold from what I post on this channel, this platform. But I will leave you with this. with your invitation, leave in the comments, okay? Share with the rest of us, because we're all here to teach the rest of us. What one thing in your life can you release control of and trust the flow? If you want to talk about more than one thing, go right ahead. Be led to it. Don't be in your distorted feminine energy with afraid of your expressing yourself creatively, or you trusting in yourself and being vulnerable and being open with how you feel about this field note, this reflection about how you feel about what I've talked about here, about what you need, you need to let go of control of. Because here's the thing, you put that in the comments, other people are going to be drawn to it. God is going to lead those to you. You will enlighten them. Other people will say, hey, I'm going through the same thing. Hey, where are you from? Oh my God, I live in the same state. Oh my God, you live like 5 minutes from me. Let's go meet up and talk about this, We're building a community here. We're here to teach each other. We're both the student and the teacher. And this is your time to fulfill that role too, because every single one of us has those two roles all the time, all day, every day. So I invite you again, put your reflection in the comments. If you got anything else from what you heard, from the picture, whatever that is, put it in the comments. Let's share our own inner wisdom with the rest of the world so that we can truly illuminate each other. And with that, thank you for listening, for watching, for reading, whatever this is. And peace be with you. Oh, I also hope I illuminated your well-being. Peace be with you.